Hey everyone, it's Jadon. I'm back again this week, just kind of for a short video this time. I wanted to show you guys kind of some things that I've been learning here and there in regards to becoming a YouTuber. Again, this is all new to me. I'm very much an amateur. I wanted to document everything that I'm doing. So for all of you guys who are subscribers but may not have channels yet, or my friends and family that, troll my social media and end up finding my YouTube channel, I think it would be very beneficial for you guys to have kind of a foundation of where I'm looking for this information, how I'm kind of finding my way and learning the ropes. So whenever you guys get started with social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, that you guys can be able to find your way and kind of make it your own. I'm doing this with absolutely no help whatsoever. So all of this research that I'm conducting, it's very much on my own. I don't have anybody telling me where to look or how to find this information, or kind of how to edit videos, how to start videos, how to create content. All of this is brand new to me, so you guys are pretty much learning with me, and I want to be able to document that accordingly, so everybody has access to exactly what I'm looking at and how I'm gonna hopefully become successful here in the future. I know you guys are probably looking at my hair and being like, what the heck happened? I did dye my hair. I actually went with a, it's supposed to be metallic silver or like a volcanic ash color. It didn't really turn out that way. However, it does still look really nice on me. It does make my eyes pop, and that's kind of what I do look for in hair dye, is something that kind of just makes my eyes look really nice. I do have natural blue eyes, so. Just to give you guys kind of a rundown of the systems that I do use iMovie to edit a lot of my videos. I also use QuickTime Player for screen recordings. So again, I'm an amateur. I'm learning how to do this on a MacBook. I do use Mac products. I will not use PC. So everything that I do is solely based on Mac, so please keep that in mind. I don't know how different PC is to Mac in regards to video editing with software. I think they use Adobe, but I'm not quite sure about that. However, everything that I'm doing is going to be iMovie and QuickTime Player, so everything you see me doing in my videos, all of the editings that you see me adding to a lot of my videos, all of that is going to be in iMovie. So just keep that in mind for people who use Mac as opposed to PC. So for us to be able to get started, I need to be able to share my screen. So I'm going to try to be able to do that here, or at least screen record and edit it into the video. So bear with me, let me get that and we will get started. How do I know if it's recording? I don't know how to do this. Oh, I'm stressed out. I'm 24, you would think this would be easy for me. I should have looked up a tutorial on how to use QuickTime. How to start and stop screen recording on Mac. Oh. I figured it out. I'm stupid, the button was in front of me the whole time and I had no idea. Okay, now I know it's recording. This looks so weird. Like I've never done this before, so I had no idea what the heck was going on or what I was doing. How to make a YouTube video. So beginner's guide. This is definitely a beginner's guide tutorial on how to make a YouTube video. Everything I've done so far has been to say the least, but I'm learning. And that's a part of learning, is trying and failing. I learned that through college, I learned that through high school, I learned that at work. So we're gonna get started here. We're just gonna go through the step-by-steps, things that it recommends you to do as a YouTuber, or at least when you're getting started. So I guess we'll just go from there and figure out what I'm gonna do. So before I do get to step one, all of this information that I'm showing you guys, it is actually coming from techsmith.com. So if you want to be able to see where I got this information, it is linked in the description below. Feel free to go ahead, check it out for yourself. But I wanted to let everybody know where I got this information. So step one, create a YouTube video strategy. So I guess the best one for this is choosing a topic that's right for the audience. So obviously you want to do videos that people are interested in. People don't just want to watch you sit on your couch doing absolutely nothing. They want to see you doing stuff. They want to be, readily involved in whatever you're doing. For example, I'm trying to learn YouTube on my own, so I'm trying to teach other people how to do YouTube. So again, I'm assuming that that would be something for my audience to be interested in. I guess we'll learn as we go. But it's definitely choosing a topic for the right audience. I do want to do mukbangs, I want to do scary storytelling, things like that. I am interested in that, so I wanted to do a YouTube channel that kind of pertained and involves information and things that I like to watch on YouTube. Again, being a content creator is very difficult. Originality is really important in that matter as well. However, I do want to be able to be something that people go to watch in their free time. And that's kind of what we all want. We all want to get paid to do stuff that we like to do. I'm not really in it right now for the money. I'm probably not going to get monetized for a very long time if I do make it to that point. However, I just want something fun. I want people to come and watch me just do dumb, fun things. Step 2, make sure your video is found on YouTube. A video can't be successful if no one sees it. You must consider search engine optimization when you start creating your video. So this is one big thing that I have seen even in YouTube's Creator Studio. There are places where you can advertise or promote your YouTube channel. However, it does cost money, and a lot of people I know don't like to spend money, especially on social media stuff. Make content that is good for users, good for subscribers, and good for search engines. So this one is actually really important because you want to be able to make content that people could easily search. Like, for example, scary storytelling. People could just put in a keyword into YouTube in the search bar and you could tell a scary story right then and there. If you're doing something very complicated, like, I don't know, water balloon fights using gasoline, that's something, first off, very dangerous, and I do not recommend that to anybody watching. Do not do that. However, not only is it dangerous, it's very specific. People aren't going to be able to find that very easily. So it's okay to make content that is very generalized, that's very easy to be able to find, because the easier or more generalized the topic or the content that you're creating, the easier it's going to be for people to find you. Step 3, find YouTube ideas and topics. This one is also important. Being able to just create content in the first place. You want to be able to find something that people are interested in. Not only are people interested in, something that you're interested in. Because if you're bored, if you're not really 100% for a topic, it's not going to show in your YouTube videos. It's not going to show in your attitude whenever you're presenting in front of a camera. So it is important to be able to kind of just make a list of ideas and things that you want to do. Like me, I have a list right in front of me of a couple different things that I want to do, like scary stories, mukbangs, gaming, just weird stuff here and there that I just jot down. Even if I never use the ideas, I'm making a list of things that I can reference to, and that's what's important. Step 4, understand YouTube equipment for beginners. It can be easy to get overwhelmed and feel like you don't have the right tools to create your video. Again, I felt that way. I had no idea how to use iMovie. I didn't know how to export videos from iMovie over to YouTube. Once it was on YouTube, I had no idea how to actually publish it. Like my first video, I had no idea how to publish it. I sat there for 2 hours trying to figure out how I published a video. So again, it is difficult, it can be daunting, it is a lot to take in. I'm a 24-year-old. You would think that I would be easy with this stuff, that it would come naturally, but it doesn't. I'm not used to this type of... Sorry, my boyfriend is blowing up my computer. But you would think it would come easy, that it would come naturally, but it doesn't. It actually is very difficult. It's a lot of information to take in. Not only is it a lot of information to take in, you're learning all these new systems. It takes time. And that's one thing that a lot of us don't have is time. I'm a full-time student, I work full-time, and now I'm trying to do YouTube on top of it. So again, even if you only have 2 or 3 hours a week dedicated to YouTube, block those 2 or 3 hours out and just stick to it. The better you understand how to video edit your content, how to add audio, how to add visuals, the more time you spend trying to figure it out, the better you will become. Step 5, learn the first YouTube video you should make. There are all kinds of videos that people create on YouTube. The best video you could start with is an instructional video. I don't know how true that is. My first video was a video of my boyfriend buzzing off my hair. Not very instructional, it was more entertainment to say the least. Yeah. I can't really say much about this one. I guess if you want to start YouTube, start with something very broad, something that people are going to be able to follow step by step. Or just do what I do and just do anything random for your first video. Step 6, set up your video recording. So this one, This one is funny. I don't have any professional equipment yet. I'm literally just using my phone right now for my recordings. I do have a camera, however, I don't have a tripod for it, so it is a little bit... I'm an amateur, so I'm learning, I'm getting there, I'm getting the information, I'm getting the equipment. But not only is video recording important, but also writing a script or an outline is also important. Not knowing what you're going to talk about is probably the scariest thing, because if you just sit here and stare at the screen like this, you'll forget what you're doing and you'll get scared. And then I know I've turned that button right there. You can't see it, but it's right here. I pressed that button so many times because I was afraid, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna delete it. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna start over. Again, you learn from your mistakes. And if you have to stop, if you have to write something down, if you have to read something while you're in the middle of recording, that's fine. I learned it's better just to make one shot and edit that one shot than making multiple different videos and trying to crop them all together. It's daunting. So I would definitely say, I don't do this myself. I don't write an outline, I don't write a script for myself, but I would say it's probably very important to do so because it'll keep you on track on what you want to do. Step 7, record your desktop. That is what I'm doing right now. I'm following step 7. Out of all of these steps, I know I'm at least following step 7. Pick your favorite screen recorder and walk through your script as you record your desktop. So that actually is really important. I do see a lot of influencers do this. I do want to be able to do this, especially if I'm looking through like TikTok, or if I'm just reading something and I want to be able to reference it in my video. It's a lot easier for people to be able to reference this information whenever you show it to them, so they don't have to go looking for it. So definitely record your desktop. If you have means for recording your desktop, it will serve to be very important in your YouTube videos. Step 8, edit your video. So this is the most important one. And actually, number 1 within edit your video is trim your mistakes. This video that I'm making right now is gonna have a lot of mistakes. It's probably gonna take me 2 hours to trim out all of my mistakes, and that's fine. It's okay to make mistakes, especially as a beginner. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to do it. And it's gonna be very daunting. However, the longer you spend doing this, the easier it's going to get. I know I've been doing this. I did it a couple months ago, 7-8 months ago. I posted my first videos, and then I posted nothing for half a year. And now I came back to it. Even coming back to it is a little bit daunting. I'm still learning things, but it's familiar to me because I've done it before. I have a little bit of experience. So the more you do this, the better you will become at it. Add titles, transitions, annotations, and more. So I learned I hate transitions. I don't know why, I hate transitions. I think they're always sloppy. They don't happen as fast as I want them to, and they're a little bit laggy, but that might just be iMovie, and I exclusively only use iMovie, so that may be the issue. However, do as you may. I wouldn't see how transitions, titles, you know, polishing your video to be able to make it look professional, not only professional, but audience friendly. People want to be able to see big letters. They want to be able to read your content. If you're showing like physical content across the screen, they want to be able to see that very easily. Step 9 is uploading your video to YouTube. Uploading to YouTube is simple. If you use Camtasia to create your YouTube video, I don't use Camtasia, so I have no idea what they're talking about. However, it is very easy to export media, especially from iMovie to YouTube, because it creates like a little movie file in your MacBook that you could share directly to Facebook, or that you could add directly to YouTube, and it makes the uploading process a lot easier. I would definitely recommend that as soon as your recording is done, as soon as your editing is done, to get it over to YouTube as quickly as possible. One thing I have learned from watching a lot of amateur YouTubers is that the more content you post, the more you will become aware to other users. We all know that YouTube has a database and that they use scripting and certain tools to be able to promote people at certain times. And I have learned that the more that you post, the more content that you create, and the more consistent that content is, the more you will be able to be promoted to specific audiences, and more people are going to end up watching your videos and subscribing to your channel. So that is very important. Even if you're going to schedule it say a week in advance, definitely upload it to YouTube as quickly as possible, because you can schedule that YouTube video to be posted on a specific day and on a specific time. So definitely do it as quickly as possible. Get it over to YouTube so it's in there, so you can kind of create your own automatic schedule on when videos are going to be posted to YouTube. That's definitely what I would say. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. A lot of this other information that's in here, it's very detailed on things that you should be doing. I don't have enough time to be able to go through everything, and I think it would be very boring if I just read my screen to you guys. However, I think it was beneficial to give you my personal take on how I want to go through things, or how I go about doing things. So hopefully this video will find itself to you, so you would be able to use it in your own endeavors. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. So until next time,